Come to Mama, boys.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dumbest movie monsters. For this list, we'll be looking at villainous creatures that were unconvincing and or ridiculous. We'll be including horror comedies and some monsters that have become beloved for their silliness. If you haven't seen one of these films, please know a spoiler warning is in effect. Which one of these comical creations had your side splitting? Be sure to let us know in the comments, along with any of their scenes that really stood out. Number 10, Mansquito.
You better open that door and tell me what the hell is going on here.
The title of this made-for-TV movie might have had viewers expecting to see some sort of horrific, gooey, half-man, half-insect. Instead, they got what looks like a thrown-together school project. After being hit by a blast of chemicals, convict Ray Erickson is genetically altered into Mansquito and begins changing through awkward CGI into a stiff-looking costume. The special effects and costume combined to make this monster look fake instead of scary. It's good for a chuckle, but doesn't exactly elicit the fear and disgust that it was obviously going for. Number 9, Killer Donuts. Attack of the Killer Donuts.
I am 100% sure it was a donut.
Oh, that.
Don't make any sudden moves.
Known more for their appearance in bakeries, donuts don't seem like they would make adept monsters, even if they grew teeth. So what were the filmmakers thinking when they decided to make a film about baked goods breaking bad? Well, to be fair, it is a horror comedy. In Scott Wheeler's 2016 flick, a toxic chemical finds its way into the donut fryer. This causes the donuts to become alive and evil.
Waste them!
Since they can just be battered away by the main characters, their attacks seem easily avoidable. It also looks like anyone could just squash, smash, or stomp on the doughy treats, or simply lock them in a building. These aren't monsters, these are pastries. Number 8, Velocipastor, the Velocipastor. A dinosaur movie, even a horror comedy, should at least have a believable dinosaur. But just looking at Velocipastor sends us right back into the real world. After becoming infected by an artifact, priest Doug Jones transforms into a velociraptor when he's angry. But how could anyone take this guy seriously? His costume is painfully fake, with a large hump in its back that seems to be the actor's head. When he's moving around, it looks so clunky. It seems like anyone could just push him over.
Now the hounds of hell are truly loose.
Number 7, Bratzies, yoga hosers. Combine Bratwurst with Nazis and you get the Bratzies.
Pauline?
Created by a Nazi scientist with the hopes of conquering Canada and the US, this army probably wouldn't have gotten too far. Sausages with mustaches, dressed in Royal Canadian Mounted Police uniforms, don't cut very imposing figures. Their potential victims might be too busy laughing to remember they're meant to be scared.
I'm not even supposed to be here today!
Kevin Smith's movie was actually a spin-off from his horror film Tusk. While Tusk had its defenders, yoga hosers was generally panned.
I don't like the product you've given me!
Number 6, hobgoblins. Hobgoblins. A stuffed animal isn't really scary, even if it has a creepy smile and pointed ears. And yet, in the comedy horror Hobgoblins, these alien monsters escape their vault to terrify everyone they encounter. They bring down their victims by making their dreams come true.
Amy, would you just go back in the house and leave me alone? God, would you stop breathing all over me?
You gotta wonder how the actors got through their scenes while the crew were shaking dolls at them. You can actually sometimes see the hand of a crew member in the shots. What makes the hobgoblins even less threatening is how easily they're ultimately defeated. After the head hobgoblin is shot, the others just return to their vault. Number 5. Mac and Me. A boy becomes friends with an alien stranded on Earth, and they end up on the run from the government. Sound familiar?
What's he doing?
He's communicating.
If only director Stuart Raffle had made his alien as likable as the one he copied. One of the more cringeworthy aspects of this movie is its badly brought to life alien, Mac, which stands for Mysterious Alien Creature. He looks so fake that it's hard to care about his fate. He has the same expressionless face throughout the movie.
What's the matter with him? I don't know. Here, you want some?
The rubbery special effects take away any sense of realism, leaving viewers wondering why they wasted their time. Although maybe the true monster of this film is the blatant product placement.
You know you can't get hurt staying down to earth.
Number 4. Possessed Lamp. Amityville 4, The Evil Escapes. The thought of demonic possession is enough to terrify most, until you see the brass floor lamp in Amityville 4. The overly large monstrosity soaks up the house's evil through its cord. It's then passed on to destroy other families. According to this film, evil looks like a weird blob as it moves within the wiring. It seems this whole process could have easily been avoided with a good pair of scissors, or unplugging or breaking the lamp. Choosing this to be the object of terror in the movie was arguably a horrible mistake.
Omnis immundissime spiritus, omnis phantasma, omnis incursio satanae.
Number 3. Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. We get that this film was a parody, and that there's an appeal in presenting innocent, ordinary objects as terrifying. But the monsters in John DeBello's film just leave us red in the face from secondhand embarrassment. When the tomatoes go on their rampage, we can't help but wonder why the characters don't just stomp on them all. Perhaps that's the joke? But it becomes evident at the end of the film, when the tomatoes are terrified by the song Puberty Love, that they're easily squashed.
The tomatoes! They're shrinking!
Even as satire, these movie monsters are just too lame. Number 2. Sharktopus. Sharktopus.
Trust me, okay? There is no such thing as a sharktopus.
The eponymous monster in this sci-fi original movie went on to star in 2 sequels, Sharktopus vs. Terracuda and Sharktopus vs. Whalewolf. But even in those, Sharktopus stands out for all the wrong reasons. In the Roger Corman film, geneticists combine a shark and an octopus for the US Navy. Thanks to the creature's tentacles, it can traverse land as well as sea. The idea of a shark attacking you on land might sound kind of scary, but you don't need to worry, because the CGI looks incredibly cartoonish.
Is it over yet?
Not quite.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Ginger Dead Man. The Ginger Dead Man.
That's the end of that.
The monster in this comedy slasher film looks like a plastic toy that was left sitting too close to a fire.
Her old man and brother were stupid back at that diner. They tried to stop me, but she didn't, because she was afraid, just like now.
After a crazed killer is executed, his mother bakes his ashes into a gingerbread mix. A series of accidents, an employee bleeding into the dough, and a surge of electricity hitting the gingerbread man, the killer is resurrected. He's diminutive and looks easily breakable, making it hard to believe that this killer cookie is able to run circles around the main characters. Somehow though, he ended up in a slew of sequels, crossovers, and comics.
Here's Gingy.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.